Damn, she get me every time, man. Like to blind the fuck out of me. Yeah, man. Sitting back here, man. It's a beautiful evening today. Right in the backyard, man. Look, peace and tranquility back here. You know what I'm saying? Back here, bike here. You know what I mean? But anyway, man. I just wanted to touch on the game of life, man. You know what I'm saying? It's the game of life, man. I don't think a lot of people up on what's going on or what's been going on. You know what I'm saying? Of course, there's been a lot of shooting, with the policemen, shooting down, civilians, or should I say, cattle, because you already, I don't know how well, most of you guys or the viewers, know about how law work, but a lot of people is not operating in their adult capacity, so therefore, a lot of people that get shot, they not even really labeled civilians or a citizen. You gotta know what citizen and civilian mean out here when you're playing the game of life. And that's why I say again, the game of life, y'all. Uh, if you playing Monopoly or you playing literally the game of life, or Connect Four, Spade, Pool, whatever game you can think of. If you don't know the rules, you will lose at the game. Or else you get, happy-go-lucky at times. But yeah, man, I was thinking about, the situation. I know a part of Arizona, they have found lead in the water. Then they also mentioned, we all know about what happened up there in Flint, for the longest time, it's been a lot of, coonery going on in Flint, since I can remember, man. Back when I used to listen to Top Authority, Dayton Family, Jake the Flake, and all of that stuff right there, there's been a lot of ratchetness and a lot of wilding out going on. When you have situations like that, and then you have the higher players on the game move in on the little man on the totem pole. That's what you end up getting. Those are the results you end up getting. No different than what happened in New Orleans. Back in '04, '05. They got literally flushed up out of there, man. I mean, shit, I don't believe in coincidence. You're not finna send Tim and the fucking levees, bro, and then destroy the French quarters, but it was enough to flush those people up out of their city, you know what I'm saying, or out of their hood, you know what I'm saying, just for them to come revamp, revise, and set up shop, you know what I'm saying. Once they start to fix things up, get things back popping, shit, okay, we're gonna let the Saints win the Super Bowl again, boost up the revenue, to attract people back to the city, but this time a different demographic. So not to say that, you know, you know, others can't, be a pawn or a slave at the game, because they are too. Oftentimes, they just a bit more submissive. You know what I'm saying? And again, they are a bit more privileged. You know what I'm saying? Or in fact, given a little bit more of God's rights more so than man-made privileges. So again, up there in Flint, man, they just capitalized on the little guys in the tone pole. They figure, hell, you know what? Shit, they out killing themselves. You know what I'm saying? They out wilding out. They ain't being productive. You know what I'm saying? And learning the game and playing the game and then strengthening up. You know what I'm saying? So, shit, boom, let's flush these guys up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Versus telling them, hey, look, y'all get the hell on. Shit, man, they put something in their water, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Took the value away from their homes, you know what I'm saying? Shit, if you sat there and bought a house, or you been living in Flint, and you bought a house back in the day for like 100,000, maybe 150, and now your shit worth like 20, 15 at the most, shit, what that tell you? Either you got to stay and die with that motherfucker, or either you got to get the hell on. Average person in their right mind, they gonna bounce, you know what I'm saying? The motherfuckers trying to survive out here. If a motherfucker don't know nothing else about the game of life, it's quite innate tendencies for a person to say, you know what, gotta survive. I'm trying to survive. But for the ones who can position themselves to learn the rules or strengthen up or practice, then I suggest you do it. Because even when you look at us in terms of a race, you know what I'm saying? Shit, if I can run a 4 flat and your ass slow as Christmas, by the time you get the marker to me and pass it on, shit, I'd be able to, you know what I'm saying, give the next team player some hope, you know what I mean? You know, and doing our thing, you know, to ensure our survival, you know what I'm saying? Because right now, I'm gonna tell you, a lot of us ain't gonna make it. When I say a lot of us, meaning, you know, us as carbonated beings, we ain't gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? Even in New Orleans, like I said, a lot of people, they become so dependent on the system, they don't know what to do without these white folks. They keep on bashing these people, saying, oh, white folks, old crikers, calling them names, this, that, and the third. But at the end of the day, they don't even know how to survive without these people. You know what I'm saying? So again, you know, a lot of people who don't know the game become so dependent on the system that they'll do anything to protect it. In the words of Morpheus, you know what I'm saying? They'll do anything to protect it. You know what I'm saying? They get a food stamp voucher, they get some Section 8, you know what I'm saying? Some type of government assistance, whatever they can get for free. Because they don't want to get out here and say, you know what, I'm going to boss up, I'm going to become an entrepreneur. Or you know what, I'm going to boss up and get the right knowledge and educate myself. They ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, when I look at those cities such as New Orleans, that was once the murder capital of the world. Flint, there's a lot of killing going on. I think that was probably once the murder capital, you know what I'm saying? When you look at a lot of key places like that, and you even got LA saying, you know, it's part of our culture. We down over colors. So, I mean, again, man, a lot of times when we sitting back and all of this coonery going on, but we got the big man on the totem pole out here fucking us up, fucking us over. Even the government officials, you know what I'm saying? They sitting back, they making the decisions, you know what I'm saying? They going through with the lobbying, and they making the decisions to exterminate us, and that shit, and it's working. They going through it, they playing, they doing what they feel they got to do. They going through what they feel they have to do, but are the people? What are the people gonna do? Are the people gonna smarten up? Are they gonna say, you know what? Let me fall back from all of this ratchetness. Let me, you know, find out what worked for me and mine. You know what I'm saying? And let me start organizing. You know, or are they just gonna get flushed? Cause that's what's been going on. Motherfuckers been out here getting flushed, boy. I'm talking about shit between prison, between death, between getting ran away to homelessness. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers getting flushed, man. Like, a lot of people ain't surviving. You know what I'm saying? They want to, but don't know how to. So again, like I say, I commend all the ones who doing, you know, what they got to do. You know, but for the most part, man, like I say, the game of life, man. You know, shit, like I say, just to put it in a nutshell, you know, hey, look at it in terms of do or die. Shit, left, right. You right, I'm wrong. Up, down, black, white. Yin, yang. Doggone what? God, the devil. You know what I'm saying? Red, blue. You know what I mean? Him, her. He, she. You know what I'm saying? And we can go for days, heads or tails. You know what I'm saying? So again, you got to make a choice. You know what I'm saying? We all been told you can't serve two masters. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, in your decision making, you know, figure out the game of life, who team you on, you know, shit, how you gonna maneuver through this thing, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, shit, play the game. Shit, the rules of the game is gonna get you through. Shit, you know, shit, the homie Pac said that, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, the rules of the games, it'll get you through, man, you know what I'm saying? But you just gotta apply yourself, you know what I'm saying? You know, again, fall back, you know, do some soul searching, you know what I'm saying? Make the best decisions possible. If you sitting there playing the game of life, let's just say, just another quick example. I'm gonna take out a student loan. If you take out a student loan and don't have no game plan, thinking that that's free bread, shit, man, your ass in trouble. You your own worst enemy. If you playing the game of life and you got government assistance, but you're not using that to get ahead, you playing yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you take out a loan from the bank, you know what I'm saying? If you got a credit card and you thinking it's free money and you don't know how credit work, man, you about to become your own worst enemy. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have no children and you out here saying sexing these females or vice versa, females sexing these dudes and get caught up with all of these babies, you send your motherfucking self back. You know what I'm saying? So again, you got to get your mind right. You got to make some real decisions out here. You know what I'm saying? It's not complicated. You know, it's only what you make it to be. There goes some old pop lyrics. You know what I'm saying? So again, you know, life is just, you know, what you make it out to be. It ain't complicated. It's a big game. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people get their emotions involved. Emotion is the cancer to intelligence. You know what I'm saying? It's cancerous to intelligence. So therefore, if you accumulate a lot of knowledge, right knowledge, and you get overwhelmed in your emotions, shit, what's the point of knowing better? You know what I'm saying? So again, man, again, I'm talking to those who it may help. Like I say, this is one of my entertainment videos. I like to kick back. And like I say, I'm going to title this one Game of Life. You know, this is going to be part 1. Game of Life, you know what I'm saying? And then, like I say, as I go through my journey of life, and you know what I mean, I just touch on it, you know what I'm saying? Spit a little something, see where y'all stand. We can create a dialogue. But yeah, like I say, you gotta learn the rules though, definitely, man, when you out here maneuvering out here. You just can't be out here reckless, you know, just making those what I would call goose chase moves, man. Those wild goose chases. You can't really be out here on it. You can't afford it, I should say. You can't really afford it. You're gonna set yourself back and become your own worst enemy. You know what I'm saying? If you out here, you don't have no felonies, shit, don't get caught up. You know, again, decision making. You know what I'm saying? Watch out for that in crowd. You know, I want to be down. I want to be a part of something. Shit, make sure it's productive. Make sure it's something positive. Make sure, it's just a lot on my plate right now. A lot on my mind. You know what I'm saying, that I could share. Like I said, I don't want to keep y'all too long, but again, you know, if you go out here, man, you get your job/career. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, make sure you have an exit plan. You know, how long I plan on being there. You know, what do they offer me? What do I have to offer it? You know what I'm saying? Let me play my part. Let me set up before I move on to that next step and position myself. You know what I'm saying? You got to think like that. You got to do it that way. Because if not, like I say, it'll all be in vain. One of my last employers, I use me for an example. My last employer, I came in there like, okay, boom, bam. So I'm gonna stay here X amount of years, vest with the company, boom, set up. You know what I mean? Do what I got to do. And shit, and I did. You know what I'm saying? So shit, like I say, it's one thing to be just talking it. You know what I'm saying? Shit, man, I'm out here living it, man. I'm out here making these moves that I'm telling y'all to make. You know what I'm saying? So again, man, hopefully this will help somebody, man. This part 1, game of life. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be on the lookout for part 2, man. We'll touch on it some more. And remember what I told y'all, man. Shit, for those of y'all who in those positions, like such as the Flint, Michigans, the New Orleans, you know what I'm saying? Listen, man, don't be falling victim, man. They already using that shit against you. You know what I'm saying? Okay, boom, bam. We'll go through a gentrification, take y'all shit, come back through, revamp that motherfucker, and start making money. It's a game. You know what I'm saying? But if y'all out there cooning, you know what I'm saying? You don't even, I just say those 2 cities because I think a lot of people slept on what's really going on. I don't think they understand what's going on. And I can sit here and, put some more other cities on blast too. Like I say, it'll take up more than enough of the video. So we'll pick back up on it. You know what I'm saying? This is just part 1. We'll pick back up on it. You know what I'm saying? Game of Life part 2. So y'all be on the lookout for that. All right, Game of Life. You know what I'm saying? Again, leave your comments. Holler at me. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it'll be useful in the future. Shit, 10-4. I'm out of 5, lights out.